Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about A Fistful of Dollars, the first installment in the Man with No Name trilogy, or whatever you want to call it. It has a few different names, but I'm just going to call it the Man with No Name trilogy because that's what it says on the Blu-ray, and it's easy for me to remember. And I'm just going to get this right out of the way. I'm not really a huge fan of westerns. I just don't find them all that engaging normally. But this one I really enjoyed, and I think what made it stand out for me was the presentation of the film, and the story itself is pretty simple. I'm not going to go over it because I don't want to waste any time, and I just want to get right into my opinion. And I really enjoyed Clint Eastwood in this movie. I think he's really great, and he has some really memorable moments in this movie, and whenever his character is on screen, it's definitely really fun for me to watch. And I also enjoyed the music in the movie. I think it's really good and helps out the film a lot. And there's lots of interesting camera movements towards the end that I found to be really interesting and like visually striking to me. And I also thought that the first half of the movie was my favorite part of the movie, and the last act was also really good. Everything in between was kind of dull for me. But going back to things that I liked about it, I liked the setting of the film. It's a Western, or a spaghetti Western if you want to. I'm not really too familiar with how this movie was made. I forgot to go through the special features, sorry. But I liked the amount of locations that this movie had. It never felt like I was on a set. It felt like I was in this time period, and I feel as though this movie really captured what it must have felt like to be in that time period. And I really enjoyed the tone of the film. That's what I really enjoyed about it, and I think that's what really helped out my experience was the tone of the film. It's kind of dark, but at points kind of comedic, and it's not like a super serious movie 24/7. And this movie isn't very long. It's like an hour and 40 minutes, and it never drags on too long for me. It never feels repetitive. It feels as though things are moving along, and there's a point in this movie where I really enjoyed where the plot was going. And I really enjoyed whenever the movie hinted at Clint Eastwood's character's past. I thought that was interesting, and how he uses dead bodies, and he's talking about how dead bodies really helped him out in the past, and that was kind of fun. This isn't really a movie where I'm super attached to any one of the characters in this movie. It's more like, oh, that character is bad, and that character isn't what I would consider to be a bad person, but there isn't really any characters that I felt super attached to. So when characters die in this movie, it's like, okay, that happened. And I'm not trying to say that there was no tension in any scene in this movie, simply because I found Clint Eastwood's character to be the most interesting, and the main antagonist of the film, I forgot his name, he was fun to watch. But as far as characters go, that's about it. It's pretty simple. It's a simple movie, and it's really enjoyable. It's well paced for the most part. I would say the second act is the most boring because nothing of interest for me happens, really. But aside from that, I could rewatch this movie again, and there's a lot that I appreciate that went into this film, and I do feel as though a lot of effort was put into this movie to get it made, and that's something that I really like about it. And that's about all I have to say about A Fistful of Dollars. It's good. I really liked it. And I would recommend that you check it out. And I'm going to give A Fistful of Dollars a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of A Fistful of Dollars down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The King's Speech. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.